answers now for more on all where things stand ahead of that crucial vote. We can bring in France 24's international affairs editor, Philip Turle. Philip, great to see you as always. Less than a month to go. Where are things?
Right, well, the first round is on the 2nd of October. If there's no majority after that round, there'll be a second round on the 30th of October. And the challenges are enormous in Brazil. I'll give you a few facts and figures, if you like. 11% inflation, 9% unemployment, 33 million people live in hunger. That's 15% of the population. 20 million live in poverty. And COVID has already claimed 684,000 people who've lost their lives. That's the second highest toll in the world after the United States. So there is a tremendous amount of pressure on the candidate who wins the election to put the country right. Now, there are two candidates, and we know who they are. The first one is Jair Bolsonaro, who is the outgoing president. He is 67 years old. He was first elected in 2018. This is his first term in office, and he's running for the Liberal Party. Now, he has always put himself forward as being the country of God, and that's why he got the support of the evangelical movement and also by the Christians. Many of them have got a bit disappointed with him over the last 4 or 5 years and have now given their support to Lula. So he's struggling in the opinion polls. Now, the second candidate is, of course, Luiz Inacio Lula da Silva. He is 76 years old. He was first elected in 2002. Then he was re-elected in 2006. He was prevented from running in the last presidential election because of the so-called Petrobras scandal, in which there were handovers to companies to sign contracts with the state oil company in exchange for payoffs, and he was put in jail but then released from jail after it was deemed that he was illegally jailed because the judge who jailed him was biased. So now Lula is running in this campaign, but of course Bolsonaro has all the way down the line said, you're face to face with a crook. This is going to be a disaster if he comes back into office. You need to re-elect me. So 165 million voters are going to cast their ballots at the end of this month, but for the moment it still looks like Bolsonaro is losing. He is on 31% compared to 44% for Inacio Lula da Silva, although he has caught back some of his loss in the last few days, up to about 34%, but it looks like the opinion polls are still giving Lula a large majority over the outgoing president, Jair Bolsonaro.
And when, things happen, when people, after votes are counted, will there be this peaceful transfer of power? Or...
Well, that is the big question that no one can answer right now. And many people are putting Jair Bolsonaro in the same camp as Donald Trump and fearing that he will try to overrule the election result if he doesn't win. And he's already said that he believes it's going to be a false election and there will be electoral fraud and that the electronic system is not reliable and he would like it to be a paper ballot, but that has been overruled by the Supreme Court. I remember this time last year his supporters overran the Supreme Court in Brazil in an attempt to force their way in and to force that legislation through. That hasn't worked. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but there's a very tense situation in Brazil because there's a lot of anticipation that Jair Bolsonaro will not accept the result unless he wins. So we could see quite a lot of violence. First round then on October the 2nd.
Thank you very much for that, Philip Turle there.